stop Googling best Canon camera of 2026. No, seriously, stop. Like, I know you got it pulled up in another tab right here. Like, just go ahead and close. They're all gonna tell you the exact same thing. You're gonna have your most expensive camera and your cheapest camera. And they're all gonna give you all the specs and all the numbers and all the bells and whistles. That's not what really matters. The thing is that what is the best camera for one may not be the best camera for the other. Listen, when it comes to buying cameras, the best camera is not the one with the best specs on the shoot. It's the one that best fits your workflow. Hey guys, it's Brandon with Trailers Media. We're over here at Rockbrook Camera today. And we're talking about Canon cameras that belong in your bag for what your actual workflow is. We're starting out with the Canon R100. This is Canon's APS-C entry-level camera, right? APS-C meaning crop sensor. And there's two aspects you need to know about it. One, usually your glass is gonna be a lot less expensive. And two, it's just not going to allow as much light in, okay? So example being, where we have full frame camera, you're able to have more light inside of your camera versus your APS-C being about probably half of that size. What does that say? Well, when it comes to your actual workflow, you're gonna be looking at how much light does this let in based off of what job are you doing. The really cool thing about the R100 is that it's got this little flash. Now, here's the big thing that I talk about when it comes to this R100, right? Who is this ideal camera for? The main aspect for this camera that I'd recommend is beginners. People who are just starting out, and I say beginners not because it is the least expensive camera on this list, more so the fact of this is a very simple camera to understand. It doesn't have a complex menu system. It's got a very simple dial right here at the top. The interface is all buttons. Everything for this camera is extremely streamlined. And the really cool thing about it is the fact that because it does have interchangeable lenses, I can take the lenses from this camera and pull out, which I'm sure is a full frame lens here, and put it on this actual camera here. The really cool thing about cameras like this is that even though it is APS-C and this is a full frame lens, I can put this on there and you just get a bigger crop. So essentially it'll turn this 45 millimeter into, I think, a 52. I'll actually have a real number on the actual screen here of what the crop dimension is. But that really helps out in a lot of situations where best use case scenario that I've seen with this is example being sports. If you want to do sports photography, or say you're at a game, your kid's game, or you're a student photographer and you're trying to capture stuff for school, this is a really cool situation where if you grab a full frame lens and you're able to put it on here and you get an extra little bit of punch in so that way you can get closer to the field. Now, here's what matters about this camera that nobody talks about in the spec comparison videos. This isn't just a camera, it's a gateway into a system. Every lens you buy for this thing works on the R8, it works on the R5, and almost every other Canon camera in the RF ecosystem. And that's the part that actually matters long term. I took this camera to a birthday event that I was working, and I told the girls there at this Sweet 16 that, hey, this is your camera for the evening. I want you guys to take as many pictures as you want with it. It's here for you guys to use. When I tell you that these girls took off with it. The girls had more photos on this camera than I did actually working the game. And the best part about it was, as the night went on, they didn't have to compromise about, oh no, the ISO isn't high enough, there's not enough aperture, the lens is limited. No, they were saved by this handy dandy flag. So who's this camera for? First and foremost, it's for the student. Someone who is just now getting started out, you want to hand off a camera or buy them a camera, whether they're a high school student learning photography for the first time, or they're a college student and they want to be able to capture their memories and learn photography, all the above. Or if you're just like, hey, I want to get started taking photos, but I don't really know where to start, I don't want to spend a bunch of money, this is your best bet. This isn't a camera where you're compromising. This is a starting point. Now this is where things get interesting. Canon R8, 24 megapixels again, but this time you're in a full frame sensor. That's a completely different game. You're getting better low light performance, shallower depth of field, and the kind of quality image that makes your work look, well, like a professional shot it. Because at this level, you probably are one, or you're about to be. So we have the Canon R8 with a 45 millimeter lens. This is your professional grade camera. I mean, we're talking you're doing paid gigs, weddings, event photography, all the above. The R8 is Canon's entry-level full-frame body. Don't let the entry-level fool you. This camera has the same autofocus system as a camera that costs 3 times as much, eye tracking, animal detection, vehicle tracking, autofocus, and a body that is absolutely absurd for the price. I know you're like, Brandon, well, if it's so great, what's the trade-off? Trade-off number one is that there's no in-body stabilization. You're not gonna be doing a lot of walking and filming, but that's if you're doing video. Now, if you're in photo, well, then there's really no compromise here. Maybe except for the fact that it has a single card slot. I work in media production. For me, I always like having backups on backups. I get nervous when there's only one card slot in here. But honestly, very seldomly do I run into the issue of having corrupted files. I'm more superstitious than anything else. Who do I recommend this for? Well, for one, I don't recommend this for the very beginner. You always can. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your money, but this is a very high investment for someone who's just starting. Now, if you're not starting out, you're ready for bigger projects, you're ready to upgrade your work and really showcase your talent, this is gonna be your best friend. Okay, now let's talk about my favorite, big bad boy, the R5 Mark II. Canon's R5 Mark II is 45 megapixels, full frame, and it comes with a feature list that reads like Canon decided to put everything in one body and see what happens. We're talking in-body stabilization, 8K raw video, dual card slots, eye control autofocus. Yes, the camera focuses where you look, and a 5.76 million dot electronic viewfinder, weather sealed. With a camera like this, alongside the 24-105 lens, you're probably spending somewhere about $5 grand. Now, before you close the video, just hear me out, please. Listen, this camera is not for everyone. In all honesty, I wouldn't recommend it to everybody. If you're shooting weddings, wildlife, sports, anything where if you miss the shot, it's going to cost you or the client money, this is your boy. When it comes to media production in my business, we like the biggest and the baddest. We are a Sony family. So we've got the FX3, the FX30, the FX2, and pretty soon the A7 IV. We are a Sony family, but this would fall right alongside our workflow. Not only is this just having incredible video specs, but then the fact that we've also got 30 frames a second in shooting, as well as 1 second pre-capture. It's the one reliable camera that if I were shooting weddings and I needed to just make sure I had every shot under the sun, or shooting basketball or football or anything else, in all honesty, that requires no missed shots whatsoever, this is the camera. So ideally, who is this camera for? This is if you are 100%, this is what you do. This is all you do. This is your lifestyle. When everything else is not your bottleneck. When your camera by itself is the bottleneck. Not your lighting, not your skill, just the actual physical body itself is the thing that's holding you back from reaching the next level. This is who this is for. So let's bring it back and let's talk about 3 different cameras for your workflow. The R100. Easy, small, compact. If you're traveling, is an easy camera to pick. If you are gifting someone a camera for the very first time, a high school student who's looking to get into photography, a high school graduate going into their first year of college and really want to capture great memories, without a doubt, perfect camera, especially for it to be around $600 with a lens included. And don't forget my favorite feature, the flash. So when you're ready to go ahead and stop using your iPhone and you really want to have just better quality photos, the R100 is an amazing choice to have. The R8 is a magnificent workhorse without breaking the bank. I'm talking professional work, social media managers, I'm looking at you. This is your camera. This is the camera for the person who is ready to go ahead and kind of upgrade from here and get into something that is professional. And you don't have to hand over a kidney to buy one. And lastly, the R5 Mark II. The one that is the no excuses, the Terminator of cameras. This bad boy, like I said, I'm probably gonna go ahead and use this for like the next month just to really have it out. And that's saying a lot, given the fact that like I said, I'm a Sony boy. That's what we got. But this bad, you can't go wrong with it. It's just magnificent. I'm pretty sure I could capture the sun. This is the camera where you don't want to miss a moment. Sports photography, wildlife. I know you're trying to get that crane and you want that exact second. This is it. Look, none of these cameras are better than the other, right? They are all designed for a very specific reason. So it's up to you to decide what fits your workflow best. Are you just starting out? Are you looking to have something that is the entry level to professional work? Or are you looking for a monster to take on the world? If you guys are in Omaha, you can come out here to Rockbrook Camera out on 168th and Center and talk to anybody behind the counter. They'll be able to tell you more. And matter of fact, you might even be able to just go ahead and rent the camera just to find out if it's your best fit. It's better than dropping a bunch of money on a camera and find out that you really don't like it, and then you're just kind of stuck with it, or you have to kind of trade it in and not get your full money back. Best part about coming into Rockbrook for me is the fact that I can come in and rent out something like this. For us, it's being able to find out what fits into our workflow, what is the next best camera for us to invest in, and truly have a place to come hang out. Listen, I'm a camera nerd. I like coming in here and talking to these guys and touching new cameras. When I'm telling you that this is my new favorite camera, I'm not lying to you. Like, I really mean this. You obviously will see another video about this, without a doubt. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Brandon with Trillish Media, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Be out.